Hello grade 5. Today is 18th of May 2020. It's time to have the last part of chapter 7 in our social study lessons. Okay, so let's complete lesson 2 and let's practice working for change. Changing what? We said that the owners of the factories, they took the workers like children under the age of 14, and was really horrible. They were really tough with them, and they didn't even give them time to have lunch break. Okay, so they asked them to work for a long time, but the pay was really low. So now they started to change this, because after this industrial revolution we had many things to do in mines, in factories, in mills. So working must have new rules to make the workers feel better. So working for change. Soon others tried to help workers. Writers wrote stories telling about life in dirty industrial cities, because the industry really was a lot in cities. All cities started to be really dirty. Church leaders and others spoke out when they, let's move to page 107. They learned what was happening. They fought to change working conditions, the ways of working. They wanted to fight till they changed it to have better conditions for workers. The British Parliament passed a series of laws. They made new procedures or new rules. These laws reduced child labor, so working for children must be limited. They protected women in the workplace. They tried to protect ladies in the place of work. They limited the number of hours a worker could work. Okay, can you imagine that a worker can work for 12 or 14 hours without having just a small break? So it was really horrible. Some workers formed labor unions. What are they? They made like small communities together to help others. These groups fought for higher pay and better working conditions. Labor unions could go on strike. What strike? To make what? Protest, to say that we are not going to work. Okay? Or refuse to work. So strike, they refuse to work. Okay? They hoped this would force owners to meet their demands. By the 19th, labor unions in Great Britain had 2 million members. A lot of people start to join this. And a German man named Karl Marx, and Marx was a really important person to change a lot in the labor life, and he was a German man, thought that as long as owners ran the mines and factories, nothing would get better. Okay, he called for a worker revolution. He urged workers, okay, to throw out the owners and take over the factories, to say that we are working, so we are going to take these factories. They could then own and operate or manage the factories themselves. Marx's ideas became now known as what? Communism. Okay, so These ideas of Marx are called now the communism. Okay, now let's practice the review of lesson 2. We have here urbanization, strike, labor unions, communism, and standard of living. Let's answer together. The inventions of the Industrial Revolution improved many people's what? Many people's standard of life. During the 18th, millions of people moved from the country to the city. This space caused serious problems. This what? To move from the countryside or from the villages, okay, or from farms to the city, we call it urbanization. So this urbanization caused serious problems. Cities grew rapidly. By 19th, life in cities had improved, but work in the factories, mills, and mines was dirty and often dangerous. It was particularly hard for children. New laws helped workers. Some workers joined what? Joined the labor unions. Karl Marx wanted workers to own the factories they worked in. His ideas became known as the communism. Okay? So, actually this is the last part of chapter 7. Like that, we have finished chapter 7, which is contained 2 lessons, and we have finished the questions of it. So, like that, in total, you have 5 videos for chapter 7. Read them and study them well and listen to them again, okay? And be ready after that to answer our revision sheet. Thank you and goodbye.